Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
First carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th.
Cashman on the tackle.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Gain of 4.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Murray. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go toss right with Coleman. And some space here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down. What made that toss out to the right so successful? Because it looked pretty easy.
A belief in the play, an absolute execution by all 11 on the offensive side of the ball. Everyone took care of their assignment, but the reason they did so, every time that play is called, they think it's going to go for big yardage. It's their staple play.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Arizona.
Murray now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
There's nothing but pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left. Contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Pickup on
the Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Shotgun now for Murray. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The sack by Jordan Willis.
It's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Their own 21-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19.
Darnold from the gun. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Complete to Chris Herndon.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set.
And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
Number 10, DeAndre
Hopkins. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
2nd and 10.
To throw is Darnold.
And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
1st and 10. At the
line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Murray again. This is Drake.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Going deep for Benjamin. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
sideline. He caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Flacco from the gun. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. Now the return will stop right around the 25. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
First down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown.
Max Williams. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're already looking up at a 16-0 deficit. Still plenty of time to go, first quarter. But work to be done as they come up 1st and 10. Now a pass here caught by Edelman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the pickup, and the Jets are going to get a new set of downs. 16-0. That's the score after one on EA Sports.
Jets, nothing.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes.
Complete.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Now they hand off to Coleman. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Flacco's throw there complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the Cardinals' 41-yard line.
Flacco. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A gain of 5. First down, New York. Flacco off play action. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
He'll take over 1st and 10.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Or maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
out of the gun. Here's Murray. It's complete to Hopkins. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll kick it away for the second time. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. On the ground, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th. And 3.
It's 4th down.
Rolling the dice on 4th. Flacco. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Drake. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brought down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
The veteran Jason McCourty there to make sure that one didn't find its target. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. From the gun, Murray. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Drake. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Six yards left on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Murray steps away to his left. He's going to take, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Touchdown.
Kyler Murray on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 20.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation. How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, we're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield, try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get position for at least 3 points.
They'll set up the screen to Drake. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. From the gun, Murray. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Now it's Crowder. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 41-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. This one complete to Coleman. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
46-yard line.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, and it's 3rd down.
By Byron Murphy.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Coleman on the draw. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And the half will begin with a touchback.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
25-yard line.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Flacco looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish, but you know who's really upset?
Murray fighting, lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
They'll try and run it in with Coleman, and they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
At the 26-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Murray on the slant, complete to Hopkins. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Number 10,
DeAndre Hopkins. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
6.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep.
Jamison Crowder on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 20.
25-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10.
To pass, Flacco.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Here's Flacco. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And again, it's Flacco to throw. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing here on first down, Flacco. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Gonzalez now to have the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30.
Makes the score Cardinals 36, Jets 6.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On the screen, this is Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good for a Jets. First and 10.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 8 yards to go on 2nd down.
Cardinals 39-yard line.
From the gun, Flacco. Keeps himself upright. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Joe Flacco.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Trying to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. 3rd and long for Joe Flacco. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
This is fielded at the 7. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He was brought down by Patrick.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
On 1st down, Drake. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by who else? The former Cardinal, Patrick Peterson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on 1st down? And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And that pick 6 a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a 3-possession 4th quarter lead.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And 8 yards to go.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun now from Murray.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time.
It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Look at this. They're not even going to get the 2-point play off. Maybe too much indecision. It's going to cost them 5 yards.
This certainly feels like they were wanting to go for 2, but weren't really sure they should go for 2. Do we, don't we, do we, don't we? And guess what ends up happening?
5-yard penalty.
That's right. Now you probably line up and kick the extra point.
They'll try and run it in with Coleman. And he will dive into the end zone, and a 2-point conversion is successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
He starts by handing this off to Drake.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
The 23-yard line.
Here's Murray. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 20, 10,
Oh, it don't matter.
touchdown,
It don't matter.
Cardinals. Christian Kirk, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off just shy of midfield. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st down, Cardinals.
On 1st down, it's Drake. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
The 28-yard line.
Alden Smith there on the tackle.
The pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown.
DeAndre Hopkins with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down at the 30.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
2nd and 4.
They will run again with Coleman.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. And it's incomplete.
Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 32 on the play. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground with Drake. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And it's 3rd down.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
To throw is Murray. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Watch tight end. You got 3 down. Mike 40, check, he's coming. No such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Back to throw it, Murray. It's complete to Drake. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cards, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.